How is Wednesday, lads? Weird and unusual.
We like that round here.
We do like that.
We like that
I've
right
nearly been described as that myself.
So have I. So
yes,
we're grand.
yes. We're a fine pair, Katie.
Yeah.
Weird and unusual is nearly every month for us because you just don't know what's coming in the door. We literally don't know from one day to the next.
But I fell in love with what came in the door.
But I think this month has just taken the bicky.
Oh,
It
it's
is
class.
just unbelievable. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. That's the only way to describe it. So, Sinead, I think we'll start off with these two bad boys. Actually, no, we'll start off with the cars. Lads, I don't know about you, but this is just every little boy's dream. I mean, literally, a collection of decanters, limited edition decanters from Jim Beam. There is seven, I can't count, 7 in total. 7 different cars in total.
Well, they're not different, they're just different colours. And then some cars are different.
And then some cars are different.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So
they're
full.
They're full and they're
Porcelain.
So.
Yeah. They are fabulous. And I mean, they've got the paperwork inside for all the stuff goes with it. 1986 Corvette convertible pace car decanter, the official pace car for Indianapolis in 1986. They're full, which is actually even rarer.
Yes.
They've got their seals intact. They've got, I'll just lift this one up, Sinead, so you can see there's the seal intact in the rear windscreen. And I don't know if you can hear that, but it's got its liquid inside as well. They are fantastic. They are just...
And they move.
And
just
they
move. Like they're like cars and shit.
They're like dinkies.
They're cool.
Like big dinkies.
Because
there's your seal on that one as well, under the hood. What is special is you've got a Stingray there as well. I mean, look at that bad boy. I mean, you car collectors out there, whiskey collectors, bourbon collectors,
all rolled into one.
It's like a wet dream all rolled into one. It is fantastic. Look at the detail in it. And I mean, this is one of the things that he's done. So in 1972, Jim Beam started producing these decanters. They actually bought a factory that was dedicated to making these things.
That's cool.
So they started off with Oldsmobiles, Model A Fords, everything. So these come out in the 80s and the mid 80s, obviously with the 1986 one. They were expensive enough. I mean, some of these were sort of $70-$80 in the 80s.
Yeah.
I mean, which would have been a huge amount of money, a colossal amount of money. But I think they are just fantastic. You imagine a whiskey collector and a car collector having these on display. Lads, just have at it. Knock yourselves out.
Cool.
These are the two things are probably more your cup of tea, Katie.
I love them.
They are just...
deadly.
It is, again, lads, how can you even describe them? I mean, his golf club moves. I mean, take out his golf club there, Katie. Look. You actually take out the golf club. So the 2 golfing lads. There's also a caddy bag. There's another one, I don't know where it is as well. These are all Suntory, special edition Suntories that they done. So Suntory have done a fair few of these. Look at it. It isn't it just fantastic. The golf clubs and everything all movable on them. Again, they're intact. They have liquid inside them. I think they are magnificent. Absolutely magnificent.
Fabulous.
And again, quite unusual, but I mean, look at the sticky out wings and even to have the golf clubs and all that with it as well.
And no damage.
No damage as well. It really is spectacular. Absolutely fantastic. Again, who would have thought we would have had bottles like that coming into our auction? I mean, again, it's just brilliant. Sinead yesterday, she done a sneak peek of what's on the floor. And to say that the reaction was intense and fantastic, I think would be an understatement. It is probably one of the best things that I've seen in a long, long time.
It is pretty cool.
As a whiskey collector, I mean, why would you not want this? So this came to us, a gentleman came to us with this. So it came with the original box. It's got paper docket on the top of it that is Railway via Dundalk, which I thought was lovely for us to see, for the Principal Officer of Customs Warehouse, and that says Waring Street, Slack N Waring Street. So we've found out that Waring Street is obviously, and there's a stamp there for Belfast as well, where Waring Street was a customs bonded warehouse in Belfast. There is an ink stamp. We are going to do a wee bit more work on it, and there is a pen mark up here in the top corner. We're going to try and see, can we get more detail of that. We estimate it to be sort of 40s, 50s timeline. There's intact with 12 Kilbeggan bottles in it. They have liquid inside them. There's a couple of them that are empty. We're going to document that in the details, but they all have their capsules. They all have their little hats on them as well. Again, the work that's in the and again, Sinead, look at the detail that's in the ceramics themselves. They're glazed. You can see some hazing in the glaze itself, but I mean, other than that, they're all intact. They all have their lugs. They've been in the box a long time. It came with cobwebs and everything else to us. 2 little bits of paper on how to make a Locks Irish coffee, again from the Brusna distillery. Lads, I'm just blown away by that. I really do think that is gorgeous. The detailing on the front, the ink is lovely and clean. I mean, you could try and tidy that up. There's chalk on this end of it here, marking who it was obviously to and from and all that sort of stuff as well. It is just a fantastic piece. I'm really excited about to see how that goes in the auction, because I think that should do really, really, really well. I mean, look, I think this is something that nearly should be a museum piece. I mean, it literally is a piece of our distilling heritage. So it's got the full 12 bottles inside. I think 3 of them are empty. They look like they're intact, so I don't know how they're empty, or was it they weren't filled in the first place, because there feels to be nothing inside them at all. So maybe that's why it wasn't sold or moved on somewhere. Maybe that's why it was due to be returned to somebody. Locks closed in 1957. The old Kilbeggan distillery closed in 1957. So again, it's predates all of that sort of stuff as well. So look,
it's deadly,
weird and unusual. I think, it's our tagline, but it definitely is this month's auction. There's so much more stuff. I mean, there's old bottles of Scotch, old bottles of Irish. I'm going to do a feature. 2 bottles of champagne from 1957 with the old British European Airways tag still on it. Look at that. That's just sitting here on the shelf beside me, cabin baggage, and it's got 2 bottles of Charles Heidsieck, champagne. I'll actually open that. The wee leather buckle on the side of it as well. It's gorgeous, Sinead. Look at that. And there's still in the paper wrapper, by appointment to the Majesty of King George VI as well. I mean, look at that. So again, weird and unusual. I think that would be a fair description for us, our auction, and this month.
Yep.
That's it. We're in the countdown to Friday, and Friday brings the start of our auction. It also brings Whiskey Live to the world.
Yeah. Can't wait.
We are going to be there. There is a plan for a few giveaways while we're there.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, Sinead is on this giveaway mode at the minute, and she just seems to be giveaway.
So why not?
Yes. I'm not so endorsed.
You'd be grand.
Yeah. Anyhow, looking forward to Friday, and in the meantime, have a look through our auctions. A lot of these items are now live on the auction. There is a few photographs left to be taken. We are still working.
You can buy me them for.
Oh yeah, just on the, if anybody wants to buy them for Katie, they all have 1978 on the front of it. Now, I'm not supposed to tell you how old she is, but she was born in 1978. So you can work that out yourself. And Sinead as well. Sinead will take half. Would you be okay with 2 and 2? Yeah, the girls will take 2 and 2. So there you go. I'm obviously not paying for them because I'm paying for else at the minute. But there you go. That'll do for now. We'll talk to you tomorrow, which is Thursday, and we'll see you then.
See you
Cheers,
then.
lads.
Bye.
Bye.